Hey, what is going on, you nose picking Nidoran? Got some new cards to take a look at today. Also, let me know, comment section down below, does my voice sound echoey at all? I got some more stuff set up in my room, so hopefully the echo is basically gone, but it's hard for me to tell for sure, so let me know if you hear any kind of echo. To me, it sounds pretty good, but I would love an extra opinion, so let me know in the comment section. Does my voice sound echoey? Do I need to put some more sound foam up on my walls? I can do that no problem if I have to, but if I don't have to, I would prefer not to. Let's take a look at these new cards. Got Steven's Metagross deck and Marnie's Grimmsnarl deck revealed. We won't be getting these cards. Let's see. We expect the cards from these decks to be included in our English set after Journey Together. Yeah, that's what I thought. We're not getting these in Journey Together, which is kind of unfortunate, especially because they seem pretty powerful. In Japan, they're going to be getting these in February. Journey Together comes out in March, and then we're not getting another set till like April, May, June. I think the next set is in June. So it's like this comes out in March in Japan, or excuse me, February in Japan, these come out, and then we're not going to be getting them for like 3 or 4 months after that, which is kind of crazy for how powerful these cards seem. So let's get into it. Let's go over them. The Grimmsnarl we have seen before. It was revealed at the World Championships, but we can go over it again here real fast. That'll have to work. The ability Punk Up, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 5 basic Dark Energy cards. Pretty good. And attach them to your Marnie's Pokemon in any way you like. And the attack's not bad either. For 2 Dark Energy, Shadow Bullet 180, 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So it's kind of similar to Charizard, to be honest. It doesn't have like the late game scaling that Charizard's attack has, but an initial 180 with a 30 snipe is not bad for like turn 2 Candy Grimmsnarl, to be honest. So it by itself is pretty powerful. The Morpeko definitely is a card that is supposed to synergize with the Grimmsnarl, but it's not that powerful, to be honest. Marnie's Morpeko here, 70 HP. Free retreat cost is nice. You can also Buddy Poffin for it, which is also nice. Spiked Wheels for triple colorless energy. 20 plus 40 more damage for each darkness energy attached to this Pokemon. That's not that much. For 3 energy, you're only doing 140 damage. Like, it's maybe a decent 1 prize option that could theoretically hit really hard, but I don't know. You got to get a ton of energy on this thing to even do like relevant damage. For 5 energy, we're looking at 220 damage. That's all the energy you'd get off Grimmsnarl's ability, and we're not even getting close to 1-hit KOing some of these stage 2 EX Pokemon. So the Morpeko honestly does not seem that good. If it was for all energy attached to all of your Pokemon in play, or all of your Marnie's Pokemon maybe, then there might be some potential there, but as it stands, this does not seem that good. Spikemuth Gym here. Once during each player's turn, that player may search their deck for a Marnie's Pokemon, reveal it, and put it to their hand. Then that player shuffles their deck. Insanely powerful stadium. Obviously, very much limited to Marnie's decks, but still an insanely powerful stadium here in the Spikemuth Gym. Yeah, just absolutely absurd. This is definitely like going to be an easy 4 of in any Marnie deck if the cards around Grimmsnarl are good enough. But honestly, maybe Grimmsnarl is all you need. I could see that being possible, that like the Marnie's deck is literally just Grimmsnarl's Marnie, and that's it. You don't really play any other Pokemon. And these are all of the cards. It said they were all fully revealed, I believe. Have finally been revealed. I don't know if maybe there's more cards that haven't been fully revealed from the sets, but if more Marnie's Pokemon come out later that give the deck more attacking options, that's where I think the potential for a Marnie's deck would truly come from, because right now with what we currently have, what we're currently seeing, it looks pretty meh, to be honest. Over to the Stevens cards now. Got the Beldum, 70 HP, so you can search it out with Buddy Poffin. Always important to make note of. Stevens Metang, 100 HP, and then for a Metal on a Colossus, it does 70 damage. During your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. And then we have the Metagross, which definitely seems... I was gonna make the pun pretty gross, but honestly, it doesn't seem that good. It seems solid though. 340 HP on a stage 2 Pokemon is good. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a basic Psychic Energy card and a basic Metal Energy card, and attach them to your Psychic or Metal Pokemon in any way you like. That is pretty powerful. Energy Acceleration, Metal Stomp for Metal Double Colorless, does 200 damage. So yeah, pretty powerful ability. It is limited to Psychic and Metal Pokemon, but yeah, you go Candy, Metagross, Attach, plus ability, your Metagross is attacking for 200 damage. So honestly, the Metagross and the Marnie's Grimmsnarl are kind of similar. Like they're self-sufficient, they set themselves up, and then they do, you know, a decent amount of damage. Nothing too crazy. 200 from Steven's Metagross. The Marnie's card does 180 plus 30 snipe. So yeah, it seems good. You could also tech it alongside other cards as well. Like, I don't know, you could play, for example, Mew EX with the Metagross deck, and Mew EX can copy any of your opponent's active Pokemon's attacks, which could be pretty cool. So you have like tools like that that you could potentially utilize in the Metagross deck. Also, Steven's Carbink, very powerful card, super powerful ability. It is, of course, limited to Steven's Pokemon, so this card will only be as played or as good as Steven's Pokemon are, but as long as this Pokemon is on your bench, each of your Steven's Pokemon take 30 less damage from attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. Pretty good. The effect of Stone Palace, it doesn't stack, so you can only take advantage of one of these abilities, but even just one is pretty powerful, to be honest. It's a very, very good ability there on the Carbink. And then we got the Granite Cave here. Steven's Pokemon, both yours and your opponents, take 30 less damage from the opponent's Pokemon. So theoretically, we could be looking at like -60 with the stadium in play. Usually, passive stadiums aren't very good. And what I mean by that is stadiums where the effect doesn't happen until your opponent... the effect basically happens during your opponent's turn. Active stadiums like Pokestop or Artisan, or even something like the new stadium coming out for Marnie's Pokemon, the Spikemuth Gym, those you can all take advantage of immediately during your turn. You can get the effect from them immediately. Metagross is another one. Passive stadiums, not necessarily active stadiums like the Granite Cave, usually just aren't very good because not only does it give your opponent a turn to potentially remove the stadium from play, you're not getting the advantage of the 30 less damage unless your opponent lets you. So now instead of maybe attacking your active, which now they can't KO because of the stadium, they can go boss something else off your bench and KO that, and maybe they can still stay on the prize trade that they're going for. They still win in the same amount of turns, so it doesn't really affect their prize race at all. So yeah, usually stadiums like this just aren't very good. Sometimes they are, though. Stadiums like Pats of the Peak are a passive stadium and was generally played in counts of like 4, so you could really aggressively throw it out there and consistently have it in play. And in formats or metas where other decks aren't playing super high stadium count, something like 4 Granite Cave could still be pretty powerful because the chance that you're going to get value out of it eventually will come up if you play like 4 of them yourself and there's not super high stadium counts in the other meta decks. And last up, we have the Energy Recycler, which synergizes honestly pretty well with both of these Pokemon. Probably the Marnie's Grimmsnarl a little bit more than Steven's Metagross, but you'll probably want some kind of energy recovery in Steven's Metagross. Super Rod is still going to probably be the go-to, but for Marnie specifically, the Energy Recycler, a card we've seen in the past, shuffle up to 5 basic energy cards from your discard pile into your deck. Definitely probably going to be pretty powerful with Marnie's Grimmsnarl. Maybe a little bit less so with Steven's. We'll see, though. Super Rod's always an option. A little bit more powerful, a little bit more options with the Super Rod. But yeah, let me know what you all think about these new card reveals. It's super unfortunate that we're not getting these till our June set. That's so far away. And as long as more Steven's cards come out and more Marnie's cards come out, both of these seem like they could be pretty powerful. And this maybe isn't everything that... Are these fully revealed? It says decks have finally been revealed here on Poke Beach here, but it doesn't say if they're fully revealed. So there could still be more cards in these decks that we haven't seen yet. It says revealed, but not fully revealed. So there could be more stuff to go along with these that we haven't seen. And in potentially the next owner's set, there could also possibly be, like I said, more Steven's, more Marnie's cards to synergize with these. But honestly, Steven's Metagross doesn't really need anything else because you can play it with any Psychic and any Metal Pokemon. That already gives you a ton of options to work with. Marnie's Grimmsnarl deck, it feels like it needs a little bit more, though. Like I was saying, it doesn't feel like more Pekko plus the Grimmsnarl is enough. Marnie needs some more help, so we'll see if more Marnie Pokemon get printed eventually. But Steven's obviously... Even from the card pool we have right now, when new sets come out, they're not going to stop printing Psychic and Metal Pokemon, so more options will constantly be available for Steven's Metagross. So I definitely see Steven's Metagross being a Tier 1, Tier 2 meta deck at some point in its lifetime. A little bit less sold on Marnie's Grimmsnarl because it is super reliant on specifically good Marnie attackers coming out at some point. But putting 5 energy in play is a lot, so who knows? Maybe that will be enough. All right, let me know what you think about the cards in the comment section below. Any obvious combos that I missed? I don't think so, because the cards are so limited. But yeah, let me know, comment section down below. And then let me know about the Echo at all, so I know if I have to put up more stuff to less Echo. Anyways, catch you all in the next one.